channel. I hope you're all doing well. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Jess and I run a crochet small business called Hook a Duck. So today we are doing a Halloween vlog. So this week I'm wanting to create some new plushies. So we're going to be working on patterns, creating the plushies, and then taking photos of them, uploading them to my Etsy and getting them out for you all to shop. So come along with me this week as we crochet some Halloween plushies. Today I want to focus on trying to design some little Halloween pumpkins. This is one of the main things I want to do this Halloween. I've seen lots of people do pumpkins and they're just so cute. I'm just going to try and create my own. I mean, it's quite a simple shape, isn't it? It's just like a circle. So I'm going to give it a go. So I'm going to use Satsuma. I got this mousse brown for like the top of it. And then I think I'm going to try and do a little leaf as well. So obviously some people's pumpkins have leaves, some don't, but I think I'm gonna try a leaf. Got my 6mm hook. This is just what I really like crocheting with. I think for this Jelly Baby yarn, it just works well. So you'll get used to sort of what hooks you prefer using for the different yarns you use and stuff. I'm just gonna have a look at the pattern that I did for my whale. I feel like my whale could be quite a good sort of pumpkin-y size. I'm gonna go off of that initial sort of circleness. The things I want to do before Halloween are my pumpkins, which I need to finalise, get them listed on my shop. I'm also doing a black cat, which I've kind of done quite a lot of. I just need to finish the smaller details like the whiskers and the claws and stuff, so we will do that a bit later in the week. We'll do that together. And then also I want to make little witches hats that I can put on any of my plushies, and then I need to photograph them and then get them all up. People are going full out Halloween, so I really do need to get mine going. Okay, so I've now got to the point where I've sort of been growing it outwards to how big I sort of think it should be. So I'm going to start sort of going upwards now. When I first started crocheting, the first few plushies I've done, they're actually inside out, because I think often as you gradually like increase it out, it sort of turns this way when really you need that on the outside. So it's important to know when you get to that point to sort of pop it out that way. So then it's like you're going from the outside in instead of going from the inside out. And I often pop the tail bit through the bottom as well, so that then I can sort of sew that up at the end if it's not super tight, that closing. Okay, oh my goodness, I'm so pleased with that. Look how cute! Oh, so some people just leave it like that, but I think I'm gonna try a little leaf and see what it looks like. Yay, little pumpkin. I think, pretty obsessed. I'm pretty obsessed with that. I love that. Yeah. Love that. Probably I'll do some with the leaf and probably some without and see what people prefer. Look at the yarn pickup. Just by doing that one little pumpkin. Quite a lot.
So I just wanted to show, basically my mum wants me to teach her how to crochet, so I'm going round hers later to do a little lesson. So I just thought I'd show what I've got in the bag. So obviously wool. So basically I said to her, okay, the initial one I can show you is like a simple duck. Then I thought the most complicated thing about the duck is the feet, right? So then I thought I could do a whale, because the whale doesn't have the feet, and with the whale, the fins are the same as the wings for the duck. So it's like the duck, basically, but just without the feet. So I was like, okay, the whale would be good. But then, obviously, I did the pumpkin, and that was pretty simple. So basically, I've got 3 options now. So I've obviously got, that's just all wool in there, all the different colours, and stuffing at the bottom. And then in this little pot, we've got 6mm hooks. I ordered a little pack of more 6mm hooks because they're the ones I most like using with the yarn I use. A few stitch markers, needle and threader, and then just a bunch of eyes and backs. That's her little starter kit. And yeah, we're going to do lesson later, see how she gets on.
My mum is quite crafty and things, so hopefully she'll pick it up quite quick. She has had a go before, and she managed to get the stitch was going all right. It's mainly the magic ring bit, you know, the very first bit is tricky, isn't it? So yeah, try and master that today. A little pumpkin, it's so cute. My only worry is though, my boyfriend said this yesterday, with the leaf, does it make it look a bit like an orange? I'm not sure. Today I want to finish off my second new plushie for Halloween, which is the black cat. I already created this before I started this vlog basically, but I need to finish it. So this is the black cat. I'm really pleased with how it turned out actually. I need to just add whiskers and claws, see what that looks like. I did the nose the other day. I started off trying to do like a fully triangular nose, but it just ended up looking a bit like a pig's nose. I'm not entirely sure what happened. I think that nose looks cute. It's a bit more sophisticated, you know. For designing this cat, I kind of used inspiration from my sloth. The bodies and things are kind of similar sizes, and I just thought, well, for the cat I want to have him more in like a legs forward, back legs out kind of thing, like a cat sitting upright, whereas the sloth is more kind of all 4 legs forward to like hug the trees or something. And then in doing its legs kind of more to the side and then more forwards, so it sits like that, it's made it feel a very sort of different shape. It's made it feel like it's more on all 4s, whereas that one is very much sat like on its bum. I'm pleased with how different they ended up looking. First time doing a little tail. The ears, so I tried doing like triangular ears and putting them on, but I don't know, the head looked sort of too round. It wasn't looking very cat-like. So I thought I'm gonna do similarly to what I did with the owl at the top, like crocheting it along the top. And then I just did a bit sort of extra on the sides just to make it look more like ears. So it's not just a straight line along the top, like so the ears go up a little bit. And yeah, I just think that makes it look much more cat-like. Obviously the eyes are black on black. I mean, you can see them. I'm gonna try putting a little bit of white wool around the bottom bit, because I've seen some people do that just to like accentuate the eyes. But I'll see what it looks like. It might not need it because it is a black cat for Halloween. I'm gonna be releasing the black cat for Halloween, and then I will do cats in all the different colours. Can obviously do brown cats, white cats. I can do black and white. I would do the feet white, maybe a little bit of white in the face. This might be a little bit too orange, not sure. I may have to get, I think there's one called butterscotch, which is just slightly less vibrant. So might have to get that for the cats. So let's give it a go. So I actually got this in the charity shop, just some thinner white wool, so like knitting wool instead of the chenille yarn, just because I think it may look a bit better on the cat. As you can see, the nose is done with like knitting wool.
now that I've got my cat and my pumpkin done, I'm gonna go and take a few photos of them. I often use a backdrop in my garden. There's like this bit, this like leafy bit that's quite nice that I use as a backdrop at the moment. I may start doing it more where I like set up a backdrop and stuff, especially as I'm getting them in all different hats and stuff, because I kind of want them all to be on the same listing, but in all the different hats. So it may require sort of shooting them in a more neutral space, so then we can edit them all in together, if that makes sense. I'm gonna go and see what these guys look like in front of my usual backdrop. I was really pleased with how those turned out. Little video. They say it's important on Etsy to do videos as well. Pleased with that. At some point, maybe that we sort of shoot them on a white background, and then I've already taken a photo of the plain like foliage and leaves, and then we could sort of edit them on, just so we can have multiple in all the different hats and stuff. So the last thing I want to make now for my Halloween things is a little witch's hat. The other thing that I do each day is I try and do a little TikTok. So you can just watch me do the TikTok. I'm gonna try and do a little like transition one today, so. Who wants to be my culprit today? Let's do frog, we haven't done frog in a while. Let's do a little transition TikTok with the frog. So it's now actually a few days later. First of all, some of you may have noticed that the crochet station has moved. Basically, I've just put it from the green wall onto the white wall because basically the window in this room is right opposite that wall. So when I was filming from that side, it was sort of half of my face was like light and half of it was like in shadow. I've moved the crochet station here purely for lighting purposes. If any of you noticed the wall is different, that's why. So update, I went to mum's, we did our crochet lesson and I showed her the pumpkin and the cat that I've done. The cat she thought was great. She didn't have any sort of improvements for the cat, so that's great. With the pumpkin, she liked it, but she did say about could the stalk be green? Because you know often pumpkin stalks are green, but sometimes they're brown, it really depends. And my boyfriend also said the same thing, so I thought, right, let's try it with sort of a thinner green stem. And she also said about trying to maybe make the pumpkin a little bit bigger, like, because it was quite flat, so maybe making it like a bit taller. So this is the new one. So I just added in some rows to make it taller. And then also I put a face on it. So this is the first one. So I am gonna do lots more. And I was going for like the zigzaggy type of mouth, but I might do like lots of different mouths. But yeah, I'm really pleased with this. I really like it. My dad really liked this one. I really like both of them. I think they're both, depends what you're going for. If you're going for more of like chic, you know, Instagram aesthetic, just want to put it in the corner of your desk for a nice photo, maybe one like that is better. But if you're like going for like a fun decoration pumpkin, or if you're a kid, this would be better. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm probably going to do both, because I do like the brown stalk. So I'll probably do both. People can obviously pick whichever one they want. It's really good, you know, having people's feedback. Yeah. So they're all sorted. So now the final thing I want to do is witches hats. So we've got these two are my sort of Halloween plushies that I'm releasing, but I also want to do little like witches hats that I can put on all of my plushies. At the moment, like I have, this is the little groom hat for when I do them like getting as the wedding plushies, and then I've got little graduation hats. So yeah, that's kind of my thing, is to like put little hats on them. I'm thinking I can finally use my gorgeous, gorgeous purple. So I'm thinking of doing black, obviously like a very pointy hat, and then just like a round or two of purple near the rim of the hat to make it a bit more witchy. I mean, obviously a witch could be just a black hat, but I want to use the purple. And then me and my mum were thinking about, could it be purple? But then we were thinking, well, that's more like a wizard. So witch, black and purple. It just means that all of my plushies can then be Halloween-ified if people want. Let's just give it a go, see how they turn out.
just started adding the purple. Look how nice that like colour contrast looks. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. I think it's gonna look really nice. Okay, so I've done 2 rounds of purple, and then I think I'm just gonna finish it off with a final black round. But yeah, I'm really pleased with that. I think it looks really cool. This is the finished little witch's hat. I'm really pleased with that. It's really cute. So I'm thinking it will go sort of like on the side of my slightly bigger plushies, and then my smaller ones, it can kind of go right in the middle of their heads. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. So I got witch's hats. Oh my gosh, yeah, I can put them on the pumpkins as well. Or on the cat. Witch's hats, pumpkins and cats for Halloween. So this is just a little look at my Halloween collection. Just need to sort of get them all photographed and uploaded to Etsy now. Okay guys, so I've now finished the witch's hats and I've put them on some of my plushies. I've added them all to Etsy. Here we have my little pumpkin listed on Etsy. Little pictures. And the little video as well. Witch hat plushie. So there's some of the different ones in their witches' hats. Frog, whale. They're all similar sort of sizes, those ones. But then obviously ones like the sloth and stuff with the witch hat will be a bit more expensive. So I'll just add that to its listing. And then we've also got the black cat. We have designed the plushies, made the plushies, photographed them, added them to Etsy. When adding them to Etsy, you also have to often sort of measure the plushies, so like their height and their width and things, and say sort of what they're made out of, put a few tags on them so people can find them. Thank you so much for coming along with me this week, guys. I've really enjoyed making this vlog. I love making Halloween plushies. They're all so cute. I will be back next week with another video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next week. Bye!